Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. This video is 5 ugly truths about bench press strength. I'm going to talk about 5 things you need to know when you are attacking the bench press. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, so I made some notes, got them here on my computer, and I decided to talk about the bench press today, bench press strength, because it is an area of obsession for so many people. So I got 5 ugly truths, but these are reality. Number 1 is that bench press strength will likely involve a slow progression. A lot of people want to progress rapidly. They're just eager to improve their bench press power. But the reality is, for most lifters, bench press strength is going to be a little bit slower than they would like. The progression isn't going to be wake up one day and you're at 225, wake up the next month and you're at 275, wake up at the month after that and you're at 315. It just does not work like that. In fact, most guys never get to 315 over the course of their life. That's the reality. And I know a lot of you guys are going to drop comments down below and say, I'm at 315. All my friends are at 315. You guys are hardcore lifters. You guys follow the big, hairy, ugly dude for a reason. And a lot of you guys are strong SOBs. But the reality is, like, the average man in the gym simply isn't going to get close to 315. Progression goes slow on the bench press, but this isn't a reason to get frustrated. The second ugly truth: progress can slow dramatically even if you do gain quickly. So you hit the gym, you start doing everything right, your bench press rockets up. Maybe you get to 275 after a year or 18 months for reps. You're doing really good, and guess what? Bench press strength is going to slow even if you are on this fast track. What happens is you can only get so strong naturally. You can only get so strong at the bench press unless you are a freak. So if you're one of these guys that just makes amazing progress on the bench press and you just rock it up to 275 or 315, you have to understand that for the next 10, 15, 20 years of your life, adding 5 to 10 pounds a year on your bench press is probably going to be the norm, because not a lot of natural lifters, not a lot of guys get to a 400-pound bench press. That is really rare air. And again, somebody's going to drop a comment down below about how they did it, therefore it's easy. You know what? It's not easy. It's simply difficult to get your bench press to that level. So I know there are exceptions out there, but again, the second ugly truth about the bench press is, even if you do gain a lot of strength rapidly, it's going to slow down, and it'll slow down quickly. The third ugly truth is that for most of us, I'm reading off my notes here, for most of us, it's the hardest lift to build when you're not eating in a surplus. Now, this is bad news for dieters or guys that don't want to gain any weight or don't have any room to gain any weight. If you are eating in a surplus, the bench press tends to respond quite well. So guys that are gaining weight rapidly tend to see a noticeable improvement in their bench press strength. On the other hand, if you are trying to cut weight or maintain weight, or you're running a very strict diet, the bench press can be the most frustrating lift. Now, if you look at numbers and strength standards, let's just say you're looking at something generic like a 300-pound bench press, a 400-pound squat, and a 500-pound deadlift. Your deadlift standard is 200 pounds higher than your bench press standard. So you're going to see that type of ratio, for your, as far as how fast the lift actually progresses. You're going to see a ratio that is in accordance with that. Your bench press strength is naturally going to slow to begin with. And then if you're not eating a lot of calories or you're trying to lose weight, your bench press strength is going to probably slow even more. The fourth ugly truth, and I mentioned this earlier, is that most men will never bench press 315 pounds. Having 3 wheels, having 3 big 45s on each side of the bench press is kind of like one of the biggest accomplishments. When you get 2 plates on both sides, you kind of feel like you're just a normal gym lifter. But getting 3 plates on each side, you actually feel like one of the strongest guys in the gym. And certainly there are guys in the gym that do that everywhere. But if you consider the volume of men that hit the gym. 315 is pretty rare, and I would wager to say that maybe less than 1 in 100 guys that invest time in the bench press over time actually get the 315 pounds. And the fifth ugly truth about a bench press: to build a big lift, you'll have to get the entire upper body strong. This is something a lot of guys don't understand. To build a big bench press, you have to get the entire upper body strong. This is going to involve getting your shoulders as strong as possible, getting your military press and your dumbbell overhead press very strong, getting your back strong, and of course, getting your triceps and even your biceps strong. Biceps can be ignored in the lifting game. There's such an incredible focus on minimal type of training that biceps have become kind of an afterthought, and there's this belief that if you just train your back, you're getting enough biceps work. I have found, as someone that didn't do biceps work for 2 years, that I lost size and strength on my biceps, and this carried over to the bench press. I noticed that I was picking up strains and pains on my biceps while benching, and I also noticed that my eccentrics started to feel heavier. Lowering the bar felt more of a struggle, and when my bicep strength came up, then my eccentrics felt a little bit more controlled and powerful. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching, and stay super sexy, people. The fate of the world depends on it. You were trying to hide.
I was behind your big head.